Welcome back to Louisianimal Gaming, where strategy is going to meet domination. Today we are diving into the Ohio State Buckeyes playbook here in NCAA 26. This playbook has a lot of good stuff. We're going to start off with the normal Y off close. We're going to move forward to the bunch strong offset, the trio Y flex, and then we're going to finish up with the single back deuce close. So if you guys are going to want to build a scheme that can adjust to any defense and keep pressure on every drive, you guys are in the right place. Let's get into this Ohio State playbook. But before we do, as always, if you guys enjoy the content and the playbook breakdowns, make sure you guys are liking the channel, comment on what you guys want to see next, sub to the channel so you guys don't miss an upload for all of 26. We got big things planned coming this year. Let's get into the video. The first formation we're going to attack here is the normal Y off close, and the best play is Y sail. This should be your staple play that you come in on, and the only adjustment you need to do is make Y on a drag. Here you have your drag, you have this corner route, super simple concept that is very easy to run, and again is to me is as good as the corner route is, it's really about reading your drag and your flat route from your running back, as you want to make them respect the flats. Take your free yards so every play is a manageable play. You're not fighting your second and tens, your third and tens, those long type of gains that you need to get a first. Here again, you see here they give us a little bit of a man. So it's super simple. Again, read your checkdowns. If they don't get out there quick, throw it to your flats. We're fine with 2 yards. The whole point is to make them respect these underneath routes, so then open up the bigger plays later on down the field and in the game. So here we hit the drag. And then the other thing I like is if we get him into this spot here, we're not going to get him right here, but tight ends open again, is the backside in is a really good route. Sometimes getting him open is actually putting this Y route on something that's going to extend the defense to the left. And they're just going to keep giving us this corner route for the moment. They're really taking away that deep in, but users will usually vacate that area over the middle, and it becomes a super easy play to read. Next play I want to look at here is the RPO alert out. Super good play. Again, RPOs are just good in general. You want to throw those into your offense just to keep defense off balance. But you have your bubble to the left. You have the read option with the running back and the quarterback, but it's the speed out route from B. If you see that there's a corner backed off more than 5 yards and not directly to the outside, it is going to be a snap throw. And you see that's a superstar corner, his ability lit up. It doesn't matter. He's not going to be able to get up there. So again, read it, nothing. Now we get the angle here. And I notice that happens a lot with the speed out routes and sometimes on the RPOs, is that those guys get those little goofy animations where they jump inside and they get beat extremely bad. So, and then of course you have the handoff option with your running back if it is taken away. Right here is a situation where the outside corner could play it. I'm going to throw this regardless of the read just to kind of show you, right? Is even him playing right over him and you're in that 3 to 5 range, he still was unable to get out there to make a play. And then, of course, you have the bubble on the left side. So, really, everything on the field here is a threat. So, RPO alert out is the best RPO and a very close second to best formation in the best play in the formation. Next play we're going to take a look at is PA Snag. There's a couple ways you can run this, whatever suits your style best. Me personally is I like putting B here on a speed out route. I'm going to drag A, and then I am going to streak Y. And the reason being is speed out route to the right. It's the same concept as the RPO alert out. So you want them to respect that the whole time. The other thing actually I like to do is I like to put this running back here on some kind of route up the field, so that way I don't get that play action animation. And you're gonna have A underneath for a quick drag here. Again, making them respect that. It's a very quick, simple read. If they try to play down on it, then what happens is it's going to open up this pass right here for the post. Obviously, Jeremiah Smith is in a cook man coverage. Yeah, the other reason why I really like this is because it gets into sweet spots against the zone. Um, so you'll see where he'll get in this little area right here. Again, just possession, catch it. But we had the drag open. There's a bunch of things open here. So you guys can actually run this a multitude of ways. So and the last thing about their normal Y-off close is I really like the motion plays to really mix up motion halfback swing, motion snag curls. I'm going to show you the motion tight end middle screen because I think these are great plays to implement and keep in there. Again, so you're going to have this little hitch here to Y if they don't play out. Get your couple yards, break the tackles. You have your swing route as a check down. Usually people like following those. But the other thing that I really like is the tight end screen portion of it right here. And you see here we get two really good blocks. And it is a potential very big gain here. It won't always be like that. Sometimes it gets defended pretty well. But again, it's a great mix up with the other two motion plays. Take what they're going to give you here. And again, we're able to get 3 to 5 yards. So make sure we're mixing this up to complement the rest of the plays in this normal Y off close. And one last thing to note here, I'm not going to actually run the plays, but zone fake jet, jet touch pass, throw those in there, motion halfback off tackle, the inside zone, read option, all these different types of runs, the fake motions, it's going to get the defense off balance and they're not going to be able to commit to any one thing that you're doing. Next formation we're going to take a look at here, bunch strong offset. This to me is my favorite passing formation. And the very first play we're going to look at is Y trail. Uh, very simple play. I like just putting Y on a flat instead of a swing. So you have the corner flat route with RB and Y. And then you have this drag angle route with B and A. So again, check downs, take whatever's underneath. Here, if your B receiver is fast and shifty, he gets across the formation super, super quick. Again, we always take our check down routes here. A is very good with his angle route at getting separation and inside leverage. So he's always going to be an option, man or zone. And then we'll take a look here. They give us the flats here, the running back. We're going to take those, make a few guys miss. But yeah, so the whole goal is not to get 15, 20 yards with our flat routes. But if they're going to leave that open, then we're going to do that. Here we just hit the out route here, the corner route, and that's the whole purpose of putting this Y on this flat and making them respect and play underneath is so that RB route can really become a threat here. So make sure Y trail, one of the best plays in this bunch strong offset. My personal favorite is Dagger. Dagger is the best at creating this high, low, and making the running back a threat. So all we did was put A on a deep crosser and Y on a streak. And you're going to read B to A to Y is the reads. If there's a seam, you can throw RB. I typically don't look there, but so I'm looking. B's underneath right away. Again, take this. We break a tackle. We're getting 10 to 12 yards. And it's just super simple. It's quick, easy setup. Here's why you put the running back on the street coming behind the bunch side is because these vertical stretching routes are going to push everything back and it's going to allow him to come free. Here again, you see where it gets open in that spot. You can tell right away if it's going to be open by the middle linebacker and where they're trying to float to. Here, so we're looking at B, and then here's A. We get an overthrow there. All right. Last time we're running this, they're going to give us a man blitz here. Look, and if that's the case, A is really going to win, especially if you have a decent route running type. Slant spacing is one of the next plays that's super, super good in this formation. It's very underrated, but the whole read with this is going to be B and watching how B gets outside. If he gets leverage here like this, we are just going to pass lead it outside. Usually don't expect my star receiver to drop the ball. Try this again. you see, even against man, he just gets outside leverage, and we didn't even pass lead that away from him. So you're going to have that against zone, and man, he can get outside. But against zone, what I really like here is these little curls here. The tight end was getting stuck on the corner and some little glitch animation there. But him, him and A both get into these soft spots there. A was open. We just showed RB. But here it is right here. Nice little quick throw. It's super easy if they're going to try and blitz off that slot. And we're going to run this just 1 or 2 more times. Here's RB now, gets underneath, sits in the middle, but they're flooding that entire middle to the right side. And if they try to take people out of the way, that is where this backside slant's going to be open because they're compensating for the strong side of the formation. So slant spacing, you don't need any crazy adjustments. But that's the way I like to run this stock. And then the best way to complement this to make sure this is constantly a threat, mix in your inside zone. You have motion inside zone. You have duo and pin pull toss. Duo and pin pull toss are two of the better runs from shotgun this year. And coming out in the trio Y flex, bunch of good pass plays out of here. We're going to start with my favorite one in Dagger. Dagger is extremely good because you have this backside in, you have this drag, you have the deep crosser. The only thing I like to do is I actually like to put this Texas route here. So you're going to see A wide open. Again, we're going to look underneath first until they show us they can take it away. But he's going to chip them. And again, you just take that throw. They're going to give us that the entire time. We're just going to take it. Here is the spot for B. He gets open across the formation. A lot of people end up trying to switch stick and take that away. That's why I said the A and the RB are extremely good. One other thing I like doing out of this is I actually like keeping RB on his Texas, but I like speed out routing A. I feel like it's going to really take away this outside and give me something underneath. It's very unexpected because that outside corner is right now we're getting a cover 3 look here, so he's going to be playing outside. So it really just depends on the hard flat. If he gets out, he's not going to be able to get over there because it's an outside linebacker. But the reason why I like daggers is backside in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put RB on the corner out and keeping the drag to draw the attention of the defense. And that's the backside in. We're going to run this one more time just to show you how the backside in really gets into play in this particular play. And you see right there, he absolutely will cook man, especially if you have a good route running receiver. Next play we're going to take a look at here is mesh whips. Super good play. And the main thing I like doing is putting this outside receiver here on a comeback here. And then I like putting B here actually on a short cross. I feel like short crosses just do such a great job of getting across the field really quick here. So you're going to have your zigs here in the slot. And from A, you're going to find that spot. The little short cross can come across for a lead blocker. And the good thing is that wheel route will kind of take out the outside corner or the deep responsibility corner safety. So it's going to allow that short cross and that zig to get open underneath. So now you see here, they don't get out there. You can do a snap throw to the running back. I was a little late on that. Let's show that one more time here. There's right there. You can get about 5 yards off that. And depending if they're in different kind of zones, right, there'll be bigger rack opportunities. And then again here, the short cross. You have this comeback here, comeback kind of through that kind of late there. We got the ad catch animation. So here again, this is where I was talking about that short cross really breaks really quick. You can add other routes to that if you want to, but this is just the way me personally that I like to run it. Again, now we have this zig on the other side, so now we're making the respect the left side of the field. And then here again, if you see that one-on-one outside and there's no help underneath, the comeback is going to win against cover 3 zone. It'll work against cover 2 if they're playing hard flats. It kills cover 4, and then it kills man. So this play literally will destroy every kind of coverage here. Here's a short cross. You see, if that gets man and you have a Jeremiah Smith or somebody's just going to be a huge play across the field. So make sure we're adding this into the set. RPO alert bubble. Again, speed out route here. A, boom. And again, this is your tight end that's lined up wide. He's going to just get outside super, super quick. Run this again. Now you have the bubble on the other side. And then you, of course, have the read option up the middle here. So now we're going to take a look at PA crossers. PA crossers is my favorite PA play. And I'm going to drag Y. I'm going to streak A. And then I am actually going to put RB here on this corner route. So I'm creating a flood with the drag and the corner from the running back. Tight end is going to stretch the field deep. And then you're going to have Jeremiah Smith on his deep crosser. And if I want to do everybody on a route, I'm going to put X on a comeback. So the comeback, again, super simple. But again, now is this, I've flooded this entire mid. And we're going to have B just getting open deeper down the field here against the zone. You see, I rolled out to make this a little bit easier, and we still threw it out of bounds. So now we're jumping into the single back deuce close. And before we actually break this down, what you got to remember is being in single back, you're lined up under the center. So any of the crazy block sheds, elite D linemen, they're going to be a lot closer to your quarterback into sacking you. So you have to be mindful of that. So really setting up these runs, the motion duo, the motion zone toss, split weak, stretch, 0-1 trap, motion power, motion zone. Implement all of these, sprinkle them in, because most people think single back is going to be under center anyways. But if you don't implement these runs, the passes aren't going to work as well. So if you're going to maximize this, you really need to get the run game going. But here's what I like. My favorite one is this is going to be the best under center screenplay that probably in the game, maybe one of the best screenplays in the game. And just watch this here. This is going to tie right into our motion runs here in this formation. Roll out the boot. It's going to work. Oh, except they made our running back fall. We had to let him get up there to complete the pass. That's actually pretty funny. All right, so running this again, we're going to show you why this fits into all the motion runs. Boom, the PA boot. As soon as our running back stops getting caught on people, you see though, these linemen get up here, and I have not seen the AI or the user adjust this. And if the user tries to play it, you can always look for this crosser or just this check down right here. I don't know what's going on with EA, but let's assume they're going to take this away, right? Of course, but you got your screen, you got your check down, you can run with your quarterback. That's what makes the PA boot play so good. But the running back is just going to get open on the screen here. And you see, let it develop. And if, in my opinion, this actually may, now I'm changing my opinion. This may be the best screen pass in the game. This is our other PA boot play. Again, just as good. It's got the same motion. You're going to run it, fake, boom, throw it over, sideline, catch. And you can see you're going to have Jeremiah Smith here. He's going to run the short crosser. Also, I like throwing this little curl route in there. You can throw that catch there, possession catch it. So, again, some very good pass plays here, and it all looks like the same runs with the motion duo, the motion zone toss. And then the other one I wanted to show you guys, not PA shot, flood trail is the best stock passing play. This little drag angle route combo is super, super good. And then I'm just going to flat the running back. Again here, nice quick play for the drag underneath. And the great thing is this being symmetrical, you can just flip the play and, there's no tell to it. So just keep that in mind here. Boom, there's the angle route. That's going to get open and inside leverage inside. They're going to be occupied by that drag underneath. So, and again, I'm going to flip it. And then now by flipping it, right, the running back's going to run this flood combination here. And that's going to open up this corner here if we don't overthrow it for a touchdown. One more look at it here. We've overthrown 2 touchdown passes. So I want to get one where we're actually hitting this guy. Nope, 3 touchdown passes. So we're going to leave it like that. And that's going to wrap up our breakdown of the Ohio State playbook. So if you guys found value in this breakdown, do me a favor, drop a like, leave a comment with your favorite formation, hit the sub button so you guys don't miss an upload. I'm just getting started. Plenty more heat on the way. And we're dropping more stuff, not just playbook breakdowns, but dynasties, deep dives into different formations, and gameplay tips. So appreciate the love. You guys all help the channel grow. See you guys in the next one.